Welcome to the Fort Johnson podcast. As we embark on a new year, many of us are looking to make positive changes in our lives. Whether it's getting into shape or simply improving your overall health, there's no better place to start than the Fort Johnson Wellness Center. In this episode, we have the pleasure of speaking with Pamela Richards, who will provide us with all the information about this fantastic facility. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and get ready to learn how you can make 2024 the healthiest year yet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you are watching our podcast, I am Jeff England from the Fort Johnson Public Affairs Office, and we are in the podcast studio. Today, I have with me Pamela Richard, who is the director of the Wellness Center here on Fort Johnson. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm great. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing peachy keen, of course. That's how it is. So first, I want to make sure that everyone knows what the Wellness Center is and where it's located and what services we have to offer here, just to make sure that we get everything out. Because to me, a Wellness Center gets you the starting lineup of where you want to go. It shows you where you'll tell this is what I get. You tell the Wellness Center what your goal is, and then the Wellness Center will evaluate you and say, to get to your goal, this would be the best path. Is that about right? Or am I way off, as usual?
No, that's about right. So I do like that you talked about the assessment. So we do want to help assess where you are currently. As far as your health goes, we have a number of assessments to do that. And then once finding that out, then we are definitely going to help with meeting those goals that you're trying to reach. I'd like to say that we are a little better than doctors because we're not going to tell you what to do. We're going to evaluate and help you choose the correct path for getting to that goal that you're trying to reach. We have people that come to us for a number of reasons. Some people want to lose weight, but we're not just a weight loss center. We can help with that, but we also want to help with your overall health.
Well, I'd like to lose some weight too. Actually, I think my wife wants me to lose more weight than I do. Now, I've got like a problem with my belly. Of course, I mean that's the whole thing. You know, how God took one rib and gave it to Eve and created women, and that rib that He took from us went from one side all the way around to the other, and it was the bottom rib. It was called the beer rib. And that's what held our bellies in. So when you see a man with a big belly, you can thank God for that.
I know.
Yep.
Okay. All right, let me get my
I'm always trying to get my guests to lose it and forget. I knock them off track and all that stuff.
You did throw me off a bit. Yes, you did. You accomplished. Mission accomplished. I'll have to say that. At the Wellness Center, though, I think that if you're looking to make any improvements, and who's not, right? Because we're not perfect people. We all have those little things that we might want to improve upon. Whatever that is for you, if it is your weight, we can, help you with that, whether you want to gain or lose. Some people are okay with their weight. They just want to maintain it, but they want to eat healthier, maybe not making the best choices there. Maybe exercise is a problem, don't know where to start,
Yeah, because king cake season and crawfish season is the best time to start losing weight.
You know what? It is okay to enjoy life. So that's part of what we do, too, help you to manage life better, right? So we don't have to deprive ourselves. We can still enjoy things that we love, right? But making sure that there's a balance, right, between what we love and what we know is going to love us.
Well, family will always love us, so let's start with family.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. They will, no matter what.
So let me see. If let's say I'd like to lose some weight.
Mm-hmm.
the eating portion, it's kind of hard for me to figure out or to eat healthy because schedules and I'm old and tired all the time, and we don't feel like cooking all the time. And we are in Louisiana, where the best food in the United States is. Anyway, it's king cake. So I'm more interested in knowing about the options I have. What kind of options do we have? I know there's working out and dieting and eating right and all that stuff. So take me through a process of, I come in and I say, I'd like to lose some weight. I'd like to lose this gut. And eating healthy it would be nice, but it's not always possible for me. So take me through what would I expect coming in there?
Well, initially, when an individual wants to sign up with us, we do have an introduction orientation type of class, first of all, that introduces you to what we do, what's available to you, and we also give a little bit of information up front regarding nutrition and eating well and exercising and all that. So once you get through that initial class with us, we do recommend that you do. Now, you don't have to start here. You can start anywhere you want, pretty much. But we do recommend that you start with what we call an initial coaching session. And that includes body composition in the bod pod. Most people have heard of the bod pod.
Ooh, the bod pod. That sounds like a fun place to be. So where are you hanging out today? The bod pod. It sounds like the mod squad.
So the bod pod can be your best friend, right? But it will be your best friend. Some people just don't like what it tells them all the time, but it's all good, right? Because we really need to find out where you're starting. Where is your body fat? Because that's going to be more indicative of your health than your weight. I talk a lot about weight, but it's really not about that. It's going to be about your composition, how much body fat you're carrying.
Yeah, because you can't expect, Mr. America, Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he won the bodybuilding, you can't expect him to be 150 pounds.
Right.
But there's no fat on him.
Right, exactly. So we know, even though doctors and other organizations put a lot of emphasis on weight, it's because they don't really have any other device that they can put everybody in and assess. So they have that scale. But at the Army Wellness Center, we first want to take a look at where you are. So as far as your body composition, so you'll get that test along with the metabolism, right, to see what's happening there, what the numbers look like, what's your body's overall need as far as calories go. So in addition to that, we also go through an extensive health history with you, which includes any conditions that you might be experiencing, any conditions that your family members might have experienced. We also talk about what your current eating habits look like. What are you eating? We want to know what's happening in your lifestyle. What are the barriers? I don't have time. I don't have time to do this. Okay, we're taking all of that in so that we can help formulate an action plan, or help you to formulate an action plan for not only eating better, but being able to do that, right, in a timely manner, because we're all busy. We're all doing that. Our health educators can help you with that, as well as additional classes. We do have a class we call Meals in Minutes, which actually focuses on the busy life of soldiers and those that love them, right? We're all busy. So that focuses on meal prepping and planning. So, and some of those Plan B meals, because we might not always be able to put together the most healthiest meal ever all the time, but there is one that's second best or third best. That's going to be definitely better than succumbing to fast food and things like that.
Yeah, my main meal yesterday was popcorn. Yeah, because I like to go to the movies on the weekends, and mainly I go for the popcorn. So it was popcorn.
So did you not eat the rest of the day so you could have popcorn?
I think. I did. I had some Ritz and pimento cheese. So okay. that was everything I ate yesterday.
All right. I like it that you're so forthcoming.
Well, Sometimes I just feel like eating snacks all day instead of eating. But we do have spaghetti at home, and we got some good stuff right there.
All right.
And because it's New Year, we have the cabbage and potatoes and green beans and onions. And all in one thing.
That sounds good.
Oh, it is. It's really good. Every year. Just no black-eyed peas. My wife doesn't like the black-eyed peas, so I never get to have the black-eyed peas, and I think that's why I'm not rich yet.
You got to get you some peas.
Absolutely.
And you got to get them early because it's hard to find them around here if you wait till the last.
It is. It's like trying to find peanut oil right around Thanksgiving. You're not going to find any.
No. Don't wait till the last minute.
No. Plan ahead. So I take it the bod pod is like a water immersion to where it's body fat composite. See how much body fat's in it. Is it water floating?
It does calculate body fat compared to what we call fat mass compared to fat-free mass, but there's no water. So that's the beauty.
It's like an air fryer.
It is like an air fryer, but you will not get hot. But so you're probably thinking the water measurement is the hydrostatic dunk tank.
Oh, okay.
And similar concept, except the tank uses water, bod pod uses air.
Ooh.
So it's air displacement.
Gotcha.
So much more user-friendly. You don't have to be dunked. You don't have to hold your breath. Crazy stuff like that. You don't have to panic like I would.
See, I don't even consider myself fat. I just consider myself well marbled. Because I enjoy a well marbled steak, and in order for have the tastiest steaks, have fat in them.
They do, and there's nothing wrong with a little fat, right? We just need balance, and it's really about balance. You can have that steak sometimes, right?
Every day. Paleo. Is that what a paleo diet is? Is just meat or something like that? Because people, it's so funny to hear vegetarians. Yeah. I'm a vegetarian. I only eat vegetables. I'm a vegan. I don't eat any animal products or byproducts or whatever. And then you got the people out there. I'm a carnivore. It's like, no, you're not. I'm an omnivore.
I did meet a carnivore before, and they weren't kidding.
They do not eat any plant-based anything?
Well, it was very little, but they were eating not only the normal, meat parts of the animals, but also they did a lot of organs. Like they would eat the organs.
Oh, see, I can't do that. That organ meat is really bad for gout.
I don't think I'd want to do it gout or no gout.
No. No, but around here we got the fried chicken, fried gizzards and livers and gizzards. So I mean, they're not all. It's not all bad.
Yeah. That's true. But again, like I said, just like you want to have that marbled steak, all the time.
Yes, I do.
People that want to eat meat all the time, people that don't eat meat at all or any, I just think there has to be balance. There has to be balance in everything that we do. One extreme to the other is eventually it's just not going to be the best for us. We need to be able to balance that out. And Army Wellness Center can help you do that.
That is.
But here's a concept. We should all be plant-based.
Plant-based? No, I am not eating those Impossible Burgers. No.
When I say plant-based, I mean we're eating real plants, not after they've been altered and turned into something that resembles something that's supposed to be something that's edible.
You know what I found was the most interesting, if not, it's the only veggie burger that actually looked good to me. Mm-hmm. Was a shiitake mushroom. It was a giant shiitake mushroom about the size of a meat patty, and that's what they used for the meat patty instead. Was this it was a shiitake mushroom burger. Okay, and so there was no meat in it, and it's like actually that kind of looks good.
I've had one. It actually is really good.
Are they? Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm not just crazy.
Yeah. But don't take me wrong. When I say plant-based, I don't mean that everybody has to give up meat. I mean that we should get the majority of our nutrition from plants, from things that are grown. After all, the biggest animals in the world, that's how they get their nutrition.
Yes, but then you've got the carnivores that eat the biggest animals in the world.
And there's a lot less of them than there are the big ones, the heavyweights, What are they eating?
So if we eat plants, we'll be overweight. We'll be heavyweights. See, I can turn this on you.
No, sir. No, sir. Who says that an elephant's overweight? It's just a massive animal.
It is a massive animal.
Gorillas are vegetarians or vegans.
So are pandas.
Pandas.
They eat bamboo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And they're just.
I like pandas. What can I say?
Who says that they're overweight, though? We can't say
Actually,
overweight.
well, it matters. It matters if you're watching Kung Fu Panda.
That was a cartoon. No fair. No fair. No fair. And plus he was filling up on those little dough things.
Yeah, the dumplings, and dim sum.
So I'm just saying, we want to have balanced meals. You can have your meat, right? Let's go with leaner cuts most of the time, maybe. Add some vegetables in there, maybe some fruits on occasion, and some healthy carbs, right?
Well, we really should avoid eating nuts. Because you are what you eat.
I was waiting for that punchline. I was like, no, I like being a little nutty every now and then.
Yeah, there's what is it? Honey bunches of oats and Cheerios. Brands. That's what I need. Is whole grain breads and whole grains instead of the processed flour. And I need more fiber.
We all need more fiber.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. See, I'm following this. I'm doing a intermittent fasting.
Okay.
Which is actually really, really helping me. Mm-hmm. And it's not like trying to starve yourself. It's just everyone fasts while they're sleeping.
Right.
No one's eating while they're sleeping, so they're fasting. Mm-hmm. And then in the morning, when you eat breakfast, that's what that is. I did not know that's what breakfast meant. Break fast.
Yes.
Break your fast.
Yes.
So no matter what time of day, the first meal that you eat is going to be breakfast.
Yes.
I never knew that.
Absolutely.
And now I know. And knowing's half the battle.
Yeah. Which is why I recommend people coming into the Army Wellness Center, right?
Absolutely.
Because if you're afraid to know where you are, you're never going to be able to get to where you want to be.
Exactly. I should put one of those little stars I shoot across. It's like, the more you know.
Yes. It's all good information. People, like I said, some people don't like what the BOD might tell them, but it's all good information. You might not ever know this if you don't come in and give it a shot,
And how many people do we have working over there? I mean, is there a long wait for it?
We have a very small staff. We only have 4 individuals working over there. It is not a long wait at all. Like literally you could get in if you called today, you would get in within the week or next week. It's
just not Monday.
Why not Monday?
Monday's our holiday.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Even though actually, I don't know when this is going to be out or when somebody's watching, but we're right around MLK Day. So
okay. Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yes. But you can give us a call. Our hours are between 07:30 and 16:30. Monday through Friday. Did I say? I don't think I said who's eligible. So
yeah, I was wondering, can I go in there as a DA civilian?
You certainly can.
And
absolutely free.
So who all can go? Anyone that's available? No, wait, never mind. That's MWR.
So basically anyone except contractors. So all of our active duty and their dependents, our retirees are free, and any dependent if they have a spouse. DA civilians, sorry, not your spouse, but the civilian is eligible. Also Guard and Reserve.
What about retirees?
Yes, retirees, absolutely. And if they have a spouse, their spouse is welcome as well.
Ha! So my spouse can.
Oh,
because I'm retired.
All right, then she's eligible. Absolutely.
What about disabled veterans? So are we going to look into that?
It depends, because I did have a lady who did not retire, but she was whatever the status was under the VA, and she was a card-carrying person, I say, with the ID card, and she was able to come in and see us. So it just kind of depends. I think that for the most part they are eligible, but
It doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, right.
Give them a call.
Exactly.
What is your phone number over there? I'm sure it's a 531.
It is absolutely area code 337-531-3055.
Monday through Friday, normal business.
Yes.
Normal business.
Normal business.
Yeah. 531 what?
531-3055.
3055. That's see, say it 3 times and it sticks in people's heads a little bit better.
That's 531-3055.
I'll put it in the description down below for you
Did
guys.
I say absolutely free? Free.
No, you didn't say free. Free is my favorite
free.
number.
Free. Free, free, free.
Free. I like it.
Free. Yes.
So we come over there, and then you tell us, okay, well, change your diet to include more leafy vegetables and more fiber.
Well, yeah, we're going to make recommendations like that. But it's going to be up to the individual.
Oh, of course, everybody's in charge of their own life. You know,
Exactly.
It's like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him lose weight.
You can. I don't think that's how that one goes.
So, is the pod over there in your office or in the same building?
We actually have. It's in the same building. All of our services are in the building that we're in. And I didn't tell you where that is.
I would imagine it's over by BJAC.
It is right across the parking lot from the entrance A side of BJAC.
Is that the one downstairs?
That's the first
downstairs
one.
Yes. Closest to 467. Gotcha. Yeah,
Yes, right on the corner, right underneath the huge water tower that's on the corner of 3rd Street and 467.
That should be pretty easy to find.
Building 283.
Building 283.
283.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And we'll go in there. We'll or make an appointment. We'll call you up, make an appointment. We'll come on over. We'll see how fat we are. You'll make a list or recommendations on what to do to try to get to your goal, or the most direct route, or you can make like a meandering wilderness tour.
Well, we try to encourage individuals. I mean, we're going to make recommendations, but we try to encourage people to create their own goals, right? You know, short-term goals, what they'd like to see, what they'd like to do, and get people to kind of take charge of their own life rather than waiting for someone to dictate to you what to do. If you absolutely don't know and I need help to get started, then we can help you with that. But we want to just, help you with getting the information, learning, and enable you to kind of take charge of your own life.
I got it. So you're an enabler.
We are an enabler. And yes, we are. We're guilty, but it kind of helps the individuals to be able to just empower them to be able to, learn things about themselves, maybe more things about nutrition, things that they didn't know before, what have you, just allowing them to make their own decisions, right? And then you get to use our equipment to confirm or deny if your decisions are right? Because if you're going along and you're trying to eat better, you're exercising, whatever changes you're making, come back to the bod pod. Bod pod's never going to steer you wrong. It's going to let you know if your goals are being reached.
I'm just afraid that if I get into the bod pod, it's going to say one at a time, please.
No.
Last time I stepped on a scale, it screamed.
I don't believe that.
The little dial ran around and said, "To be continued."
Okay. Is your second job a stand-up comedian?
I jumped up in the air and got stuck.
We're going to be on some late night show somewhere, right?
So we can even come back and get some more like a progress report kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Make sure
we
we're on the right
encourage you to come back because the bod pod, I think I started out saying that it will tell you where you're starting, right? But it's also going to help show your progress, right? Because if, say, your goal was to lose body fat, but of course you don't want to lose your muscle, right? Nobody wants to lose muscle. Well, the bod pod, every time you get in, usually people come back about every 30 days to get a new bod pod. You get in there, it's going to not only tell you what your weight is doing, but if you're losing or gaining body fat, if you're losing or gaining muscle, right? Something the scale can't tell you. The scale's just going to tell you weight up or down. We don't know. Sometimes weight up is good because sometimes we're getting stronger.
Not in my case.
Even in your case, sometimes it's a good thing, right? So, or people see the scale going down and they're like, oh, great. But then they find out that, well, you went down because you lost muscle. So that's not a good way.
So what I'm getting out of this is when you want to weigh yourself on a really hot day after you've worked out. That way you have lost all your water weight.
Water weight. I'm glad that you pointed that out, right? Because as fast as we can lose water, we bring that right back on again. Right?
Oh yeah,
right?
I drink a lot of water. I drink so much water. It's like 40 ounces, 40 ounces at a time. It's coffee, water, ice water. I love ice water. Cold water is so good.
That's good to stay hydrated. So good. I'm glad.
But it also tends to make me have to go to the bathroom a lot. So
well, there's that.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know those kidneys are working. Huh?
Yes, they are. I actually saw a request on I think it was either online or in our newspaper or something about a lady that was on dialysis and she was needing a kidney, and and I actually went in and got tested to see if I could donate one of mine since they work so well.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to go to the bathroom that much, so here's a kidney. Now, I wasn't a match, but it's the thought that counts.
Yes, it is. The fact that you were willing to give up a piece of you.
For a stranger.
Yeah, for a stranger.
And mainly it was because she was a fellow veteran, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but that didn't work out, so. But I'm also on the bone marrow transplant, and I got matched twice, I think. But it turns out they didn't need me, or they didn't need it anymore. It's like, okay, why?
Maybe
they wouldn't tell me. That's what I'm hoping.
Had gotten there before you.
That's what I'm hoping, so I think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, volunteer, help out where you can. If somebody else is, if one of your friends or family members or whatever trying to get healthier, help them. It's much nicer in a team. It's like when I used to go, or I usually go out walking, and it's usually with somebody or something. So if I go out walking at the gym, it's with my coworkers because we like hanging out together. If I go out walking at home, it's with the dogs because they're always having, like, every 2 minutes they want to go outside. I got to go outside. It's like, what are you doing talking my language? You're a dog. And it's like, woof, woof, woof. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'll take you out. And I walk all over my yard, and then they come back inside. They don't even go to the bathroom. It's like, come on.
They just want to get out.
They do. It's like, they see me trying to watch a show, and they say, let me see how I can interrupt you from watching your show.
Just like kids, huh?
Just like kids. It's like it takes 2 hours to watch a half-hour comedy.
Did you know that walking is a form of exercise? You're exercising and you don't even know it.
You take that back. How dare you? How dare you?
So let those dogs keep getting you up off the couch because they're doing you a service. That's good.
And my watch keeps track of how many steps I take. So normally I aim for 6,000 because I'm not going to be stepping 10,000 steps every day. I do that like every once a month or less. 10,000. That's like 2.5 miles, isn't it? Like 10,000.
It's actually, they said it's 5 miles.
10,000 steps is 5.
That's
what
they equate it to. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
So
6,000 is about 2.5. Yeah.
Yeah, about you're doing like, what is it, a 5K?
Something like that. I'm still trying to figure out the kilometers.
Like I said, it's good. It's never. We don't want people to feel like they're less than, like they're doing less than. If you are, truly attempting to move around, walking, do it. It's much better than not doing anything at all. That's
something that I saw, and it was, had some younger kids in my, or teenagers, little younger than teenage back then, and they saw this person on the side of the road trying to jog, and they were very overweight, but they were out there doing it,
right.
And they started laughing and trying to say some stuff, and I looked at them. It's like, I don't see you out there. He's out there doing that and getting better. And it's like a year later, because he was out there almost every day. And then a year later, it's like he wasn't half the man he used to be. And it's this guy.
In a good way, right?
Yes. And I actually pointed that out to one of them. It's like, that's what consistency, that's what persistence will get you. Motivation, persistence, eating healthy. He looked a lot healthier. He was moving a lot better. It's like, never make fun of people that are trying to better themselves or improve themselves, because that's the whole goal.
Right.
Words from live by.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
But anyway, I really appreciate you coming in, and I really hope that we get this message out and get people over there. I mean, it is a new year, and it's time to improve yourself. A lot of people, this is the busiest time of the year for the gyms until everyone, they go in there and it's like, I'm going to do it, and then like 2 weeks later, it's empty again. Let's get some persistence in there. And I'm glad you came in, and I hope we can get some people. I might even come over there just to see where I am now, because I've been doing this for a little bit, and I have lost 20 pounds. So that's just from the beginning. But now I'm stuck. I'm stuck at the weight I'm at, and I just fluctuate around there now. So, but I got to get back out.
So you just need to get that little extra oomph, that little bit of information that you're lacking in your body can help you get over that hump.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pamela, I appreciate you coming in. Pamela Richards, the Wellness Center at Fort Johnson, of course. And I hope we get everyone. If you want that number, it should be down in the description. All right, I'm Jeff England from the Fort Johnson Public Affairs Office. You've been watching the Fort Johnson podcast, and I appreciate you. We'll be listening at you later.
That was easy.